Hi, what's up? I hope you're doing fine. In today's episode, I'm going to be showing you how to make several dishes, and it's going to be very delicious. So this is my dinner, and I hope you stay tuned until the end of the video and learn how to make these several dishes. So the main dish today I'm going to be showing you is mukimo, and I'm going to accompany my mukimo with beef stew, and it's going to be a hit. So stay tuned and yeah, learn how to make mukimo. So I have already prepped my ingredients over here. I have boiled maize, I have cheveve or pumpkin leaves, and tomatoes, spring onions, the red onion, garlic, and over here in my pot I have potatoes which are boiling and meat. So this pot is for my cheveve, and it's going to be a hit. Yeah, I've said cheveve is pumpkin leaves. So for those who don't for those who don't understand what cheveve is, so it is pumpkin leaves. So I'm going to start off by making my pumpkin leaves, and I'm going to put my pumpkin leaves in this pot, and then I'm going to boil them. So I've already washed and sliced my pumpkin leaves, and they are going to cook very fast. Next, I'm going to chop my onions. So I'm going to start with my red onion, which I'm going to add in my beef stew. This is a medium onion, and I'm going to dice it a little bit. Once my onion is ready, I'm going to place the onions in my meat, which is boiling over here. And then I'm going to chop my tomatoes. So for my meat, I'm using 3 tomatoes. So my meat is drying out, and I'm done slicing my tomatoes. I'm going to add a little bit of cooking oil because I was boiling my meat. Then I'm going to use my spatula and stir in my onion, and it's smelling amazing. As you can see, my meat it has that golden brown color on top because it has been searing for around 1 minute. So you can spot the char on the meat. That is going to add flavor. Then I'm going to chop my garlic as my onion cooks. So in today's recipe, I'm going to roughly chop my garlic. I want to bite into the garlic when I am eating my stew. So it is a rough chop. Check on my pot, and this looks so amazing. My onion is ready, so I'm going to add in my garlic. Then I'm going to stir in and cook until fragrant. So I'm going to check on my pumpkin leaves, give my pumpkin leaves a stir. So you're going to boil the pumpkin leaves for about 4 to 5 minutes. So don't overcook your pumpkin leaves. And also, my garlic is ready. I'm going to add in my tomatoes. Stir in my tomatoes, and then I'm going to add in paprika and garlic powder. Then I'm going to add in 1 beef stock cube. Stir in. Then I'm going to add in a little bit of black pepper. I love black pepper. Stir. Cover this and let it cook through. Then I'm going to check on my potatoes. So what I did, I peeled my potatoes and then I added salt and water. So they're boiling in salty water so that they'll be well seasoned once we make our mukimo. And they are ready. So I'm going to drain the water and yeah, I'll show you the next step. So I've been slicing my green onions or spring onions. So I'm going to move over to the stove top and place a small pot. Add some cooking oil. And also my pumpkin leaves are ready. Then I'm going to add my green onions to my small pot. Just like that. So as my green onions cook, I'm going to add in a little bit of black pepper to my green onions and 1 Royco cube. I just want my mukimo to be very delicious. So over here I have a blender and I have a grinder. I usually use a grinder to grind my pumpkin leaves. So I'm going to use a spoon and scoop out the leaves into the grinder. You can also use a blender, but I don't need quite a lot of pumpkin leaves. And I think using my grinder usually saves time. I've added a little bit of water for blending our pumpkin leaves. Make sure it's tight and then I'm going to blend. My pumpkin leaves are ready. Multitasking, I'm saying. I'm multitasking. So my stew is also ready. And it looks absolutely delicious. So this is how it's looking. As you can see, it's nice and so good. My green onions are cooking and you can spot the black pepper, and also it's very well seasoned because of the Royco cube and it has some good flavor. Then I'm going to pick my potatoes, place them on my working surface and then pick my masher. So to my potatoes, I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to mash a little bit using my masher. As you can see, the potatoes are easily mashing because they are cooked through. This is easy peasy. Once the potatoes are almost mashed, I'm going to add in my maize. This is boiled maize. Mash a little bit the maize. And then I'm going to add in my pumpkin puree, pumpkin leaves puree. And I love the color. So I'll add a little at a time until I get the right color. So that was really fast. I love the color of my mukimo because it is not very green. It is just normal green. So I'm going to check on my stew, which is also ready. Wow, look at that. So I added a little bit of water so that I could get some stew for my mukimo, and it's ready. So I'm going to turn off the heat and serve. So I love how my dinner has turned out. My mukimo is looking amazing. You can spot the mains and the green onions, and also I love the color of my mukimo. It is just perfect. Perfection. I'm a perfectionist. So, and my beef stew is also looking amazing, and it's very good. So I've also covered the remaining mukimo with foil because I don't want it to get cold. That is a very good hack. Also, if it is cold, you can place it on your smallest burner that you have, and then you'll reduce the flame to the lowest. You reduce the flame to the lowest point and let your mukimo get warm. And also my stew is ready, so I'm going to enjoy my dinner with my family. So I hope you try out the recipe and tell me in the comment section what recipe you'd like me to show you in the coming days, and also tell me how or what you think about my mukimo. So catch you on my next one. Bye. Hi, and what's up? Today I'm going to be making my favorite recipe. Give it a guess. I know, you've seen the title. So today we're going to be making creamy coconut lentils, and it's going to be a hit if you try out the recipe. So stay tuned until the end of the video and learn how to make this amazing recipe. Yum. I can't wait to pair this with chapati today. Yeah. So to my pot, I'm going to put the flames on medium high, and then I'm going to add oil. And here I'll be using a couple of ingredients. So I'm using tomatoes, onion, capsicum, garlic. You'll find all the ingredients listed in the description box down below. Today I'm in haste. I don't know why. It's because I'm making my favorite meal. Then a couple of spices and lentils, of course, and they're already cooked. So I've just defrosted my lentils and coconut milk. Very nice. So to my pot, I'm going to add onions. Stir. Cook the onions until soft. Once soft, I'm going to add in garlic. Stir in the garlic. Cook until fragrant. So to my pot, I'm going to add tomatoes. Stir in the tomatoes. And then I'm going to add in my spices so that they can cook together with the tomatoes. So you find all the spices listed in the description box in their right quantities. Stir in the spices. Then I'm going to add in 2 Royco cubes. Stir. Then I'll cover and let my tomatoes cook. It's been around 1 minute and my tomatoes are ready. As you can see, my tomatoes are well cooked and they are smelling amazing at this point. So to my tomatoes, I'm going to add coconut cream. Then I'm going to stir. Yum. Look at the color. This looks amazing. I know you've noticed I've not added any salt. The reason being I've added 2 Royco cubes and they usually contain salt. So to my tomatoes, I'm going to add my cooked lentils. So I'm going to add my lentils in, and oh my god, this looks amazing. Give the lentils a stir. And then I'm going to add in 1 cup of water just to submerge my lentils, and then I'm going to let this cook. I want the coconut flavor to get soaked into the lentils, hence it will give you a very nice result. So give your dish some time to cook so that all the flavors can be soaked into the lentils. So I'm going to cover this and let it simmer for around 3 minutes, and then I'm going to add my capsicum for the rest of the 2 minutes because I love my capsicum crunch. At this point, I'm going to check on my lentils. It's been around 3 minutes, and look at that. It looks very nice and appetizing, and I love the turmeric color. So to this, I'm going to add in my capsicum and stir. Then I'm going to wait for around 2 minutes so that the capsicum can soften up a little bit, just a little bit. My creamy coconut lentils are ready, and let me tell you, let me first switch off the gas. This looks amazing. So I'm going to serve mine in a bowl. Wow, just to show you how good it's looking. I love how my creamy coconut lentils are looking. You can notice the capsicum, bits of tomatoes, and how creamy it's looking by just staring at my plate. So if you like watching the video, don't forget to give my video a thumbs up, like, comment, share, and tell me in the comment section what you think about my creamy coconut lentils and what you would pair this dish with, because me, this goes so well with chapati. Thank you so much, and catch you on my next one. Hi, today I'm going to be showing you how to make matoke with beans. Yes, you heard me right. You can cook matoke with beans and it's going to be very delicious. So stay tuned until the end of the video and learn how to make this delicious meal. The good thing about this meal is that all the ingredients are readily available, and trust me, you have to try out this recipe. So I'll move over to the stove top, and on medium heat, I'm going to add cooking oil to a pan, wait for the oil to get hot, and then I'm going to add, I've already added my cooking oil. So I'm going to add my onions and a little bit of coriander. I love the smell of coriander cooking, and also adding coriander when frying your onions adds a lot of flavor. I've added coriander stems and the leaves. So here is what I did to my bananas. I washed my bananas, then I cut off the ends, then I sliced them in half because they're not that big. If yours are so big, you can cut them twice. Then I moved over to the stove top, and on medium heat I placed my pot, added my bananas, added water just enough to immerse the bananas. Then I added salt, covered, and boiled my bananas for around 6 to 10 minutes. So as my onions cook, I'm going to be peeling my bananas, which are cooling. So you wait for the bananas to cool a little bit because they are usually very hot. I like making my bananas this way because I'm not going to to have banana sap. Is it sap? And it's usually stubborn when you're trying to get it off your hands. And then I'm going to add garlic. stir. Wait for the garlic to be fragrant. So I was talking about my banana, and you can see how easy it is to peel the bananas. Very easy. My garlic and onions are ready, so I'm going to add in tomatoes. Stir in the tomatoes. I'm using 3 large tomatoes, and this is already smelling so good from the coriander and the garlic and ginger cooking. So to my tomatoes, I'm going to add spices. So I'll add a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, some cumin seeds, 1/2 teaspoon of cumin seeds. Then I'm going to add in 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric, 1/2 teaspoon of garam masala, and 2 Royco cubes. I'm using the beef flavored ones. Stir in the spices so that they can cook together with the tomatoes. Then I'll cook my tomatoes until mushy, or until they're cooked through. And I didn't add any salt because the Royco cubes usually have salt. So I'm going to wait until I've added every ingredient, and then I'm going to taste my seasoning, and if it is not perfect, I'm going to add a little bit of salt. My tomatoes are ready, as you can see, so I added a little bit of water so that they could cook through. So to my tomato sauce, I'm going to add in beans. I'm using the red kidney beans. Then I'm going to stir in. Once everything is combined, I'm going to add in water. Then I'm going to add my bananas. Stir in the bananas. Stir in my bananas so that they can be covered with the tomato sauce or water that we added. Then I'm going to let this come to a boil, and remember I had added salt when boiling my bananas, so they're going to be very well seasoned. I have already eaten one. They're usually so good with salt. So I'm going to wait for this to boil, and then I'm going to add capsicum and garnish with coriander. Very nice. My dish is ready, and what I love about my dish is that it has protein and starch, and it's very balanced and it's delicious. So thank you so much for watching, and catch you on my next one. I was just about to make my lunch, and then I decided why not try and show you what I'm going to have for lunch. Yeah, so today I'm going to be showing you how to make Sukuma Wiki. And it is a really simple recipe, and of course it is vegetarian, so there's no meat. Today I'm having vegetarian lunch. So if you're new here, I'm Scovia, and welcome to Infoods Specials, where the recipes are always simple and amazing. And don't forget, they're so tasty. And also, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload my video. So let's get started. So we'll move over to the stove top, and on medium heat, you're going to add cooking oil. Also, I have an Instagram page. You can go and visit my page at infoods_special. I have amazing content over there, and also follow me on TikTok. Tuko uko. So once the oil is hot, I'm going to add my onions. stir. And here I have a pot of water. The water is for ugali. So as I make my sukuma wiki, I'm going to be waiting for my water to get hot. So you cook your onions until soft. You can brown them a little bit, not too much, just a little bit. Or if you want soft, you can as well cook when they are soft. So this is a very simple recipe. And I know you know how to make sukuma wiki, but if you make sukuma wiki like mine, you will definitely enjoy your sukuma wiki more. Once your onions are ready, as you can see, mine are browning, I'm going to add my sukuma wiki. This is my lunch, by the way. Then I'm going to add my vegetable cube. You can also use the beef one, whatever you have at home. I'm using 2 vegetable cubes. Then I'm going to stir. So easy trick to making awesome sukuma wiki. You stir as they cook. You just turn them because they usually cook in a very short while. You don't want the green to disappear. If the green disappears, you have overcooked your sukuma wiki. So make sure to turn at each point so that every sukuma wiki can cook at the same time. So that is how you do it. As my sukuma wiki cooks, I'm going to be making my ugali, and then I'm going to stir in my flour into the water. Today I'm using unga ya kisiagi, which makes very awesome and tasty ugali. You can tell me in the comment section if you usually use the unga ya kisiagi. Maybe it is usually so good and tasty. Actually, that is what I usually use most of the time in my house because that is what we love the most. So this is lunch for 4 people. Then I'll check on my sukuma wiki, and also they are ready. So that was fast. That is fast. This is actually 5 minutes. It has been less than 10 minutes and my lunch is ready. And as you can see, I'm having mine with mala because I like that combo. So thank you so much for watching, and hope I'll catch you on my next episode. Ciao.